Hello guys, I am Jasmeet and welcome to Blogging Unplugged Clips. On this channel, you will find bite-sized videos from our main channel, Blogging Unplugged. If you are not into those hour-long videos, then this channel is for you. And if you find the content helpful, then make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell. And with that said, let's dive into the video.
Now, after the scroll snap feature, the next topic that we are going to discuss is the introduction of new e-commerce widgets in Elementor Pro 3.5. Now, first things first, in this version of the plugin, 3 new widgets have been introduced that will help you customize and create important pages of your online store. And these pages are, you can see right over here, cart, checkout, and my account. Now, if you have been using WooCommerce for your online store, then you must be familiar with the fact that when you install WooCommerce, it automatically creates these pages and configures them as your shop pages. Now, these are pretty basic pages that are generated by WooCommerce, although it contains all the information that you need, but pretty much the design part is missing. So what Elementor is doing here is it is giving you an option to create these custom pages using these widgets. So what I am going to do in this section is I'm going to show you these pages first, then I'm going to edit the other pages, these ones prefixed by Elementor Pro 3.5. Then I'm going to edit these pages in Elementor and add those widgets, and then we are going to compare which one is better for you. Now, keeping this in mind, let's dive into the first new widget, which is the new cart widget. Now, the first new e-commerce widget that has been introduced in Elementor Pro 3.5 is the new cart widget. Now, to see this widget in action, what we are going to do is we are going to first visit and see the default page generated by WooCommerce, and then I am going to edit this page, the Elementor 3.5 page with Elementor, and I'm going to add the widget onto it. As of now, it is empty. Let me show you. So first the cart page. So this is basically the default cart page that is generated by WooCommerce. Okay, it is pretty simple. Comes with all the information that you need. Okay, coupon is right over here. Update cart is right over here. Pricing, product, subtotal, cart totals, proceed to checkout. It's very simple page. And this is what is the page that we will be editing with Elementor Pro 3.5. A blank page. Okay, this is going to be the page where we will be adding the new cart widget. So what I am going to do here is I am going to edit this page, and then I am going to edit it with Elementor right over here. This might take a second. Okay, now first things first, you will find the cart widget. Let me just disable the title over here. Okay, now first things first, you will find the cart widget, the new cart widget, in the WooCommerce section, which is right over here, and there you see the cart widget. Now when you add this, you will see this already looks much better than what is here. This contains all the information that you need, but this looks much more refined. Let's just close this and see this. Look at this and look at this. You can clearly see the difference that, just by adding this widget, you can see the difference. The difference is, is noticeable basically. Okay, so what I am going to do right now here is I am going to take you through some of its settings. First things first, the layout is 2 columns, which is selected by default, that you can see, and it gives you another option which is 1 column. Now if you will select 1 column, this sticky right column option will disappear. Let's just select. You will see the cart totals move down to the bottom and the sticky option is missing. Okay, let's just go back to two columns and see. Now if you enable this option right over here, this cart totals option will follow you everywhere if multiple products are added to your cart. So for example, if you have 10 products, this total will follow you everywhere on the site. Apart from this, when you enable this option, you get an offset option as well. You can set the offset right over here. I'm going to disable this option for right now, and then we are going to jump on to the next option, which is order summary. Now here you will get the option to update the text on this button right over here. You can select dynamic tags as well. This is the text that you can add right over here. You can delete it, you can add anything that you want to add over here. The next is the coupon section. Again, the apply coupon button can be, the text on the apply coupon button right over here can be changed using this option. You can apply the dynamic tags as well. Now the next option is totals. You will see you can change the section title, which is this one. Through here you can change its alignment as well. You can see it's centered now, it's towards the left, it's towards the start. By default it's towards the start. Okay, then you can edit this button as well, update button as well. Then you can change the checkout button as well, which is this one right over here, this button. Through this text you can change its alignment as well. So these are some of the features. Now after the totals, the next option is additional options, and you will find a very interesting option here, which is the update cart automatically. Now when you will enable this option, what it will do is it will remove this button and the order summary tab will go missing. Now the reason behind this is simple. When you enable this option, the cart will be updated automatically. You do not need a button for that cart to update that cart. Basically, whenever a user will add or remove the product, the cart will be automatically updated. Okay, so let's just enable this option and you will see that option will go missing. The button goes missing. The order summary tab no longer exists over here. So what right now we are going to do is we are going to disable this, and you will see it right over here. Okay, now moving on, the next option is the style settings. Okay, now first things first, using these options you can pretty much change everything and anything. You can customize this as per your requirement. Elementor gives you the option to do that. So basically through this you can see you can change the background color of the section, you can add the box shadow, the border types, you can set the width of the border, you can set the color, you can set the radius, padding, margin, then you can change the typography from right over here. Every option is available for titles, descriptions and links, even for the radio buttons as well. After that it's for the form. This is the form that you are doing. Okay, so you can change the color, row gap, basically set the normal and the focus color, background type, box shadow, buttons and everything is that you can change. In case you just want to customize one of these sections, then this is the option that you have to check. Okay, this option lets you customize singular sections of this widget. For example, when you click this option, it will show you order summary, coupon and totals. If I select totals, it will give you the option to customize totals, basically style the totals section. So what you can do here is add the shadow. You will see it will just apply the shadow to this section. Now in case you want to, let's just add a shadow right over here for right now. Now what if you want to add shadow to another section? Let's just say coupon section you want to add shadow to. So what you can do right now is you can add coupons from right over here by clicking this. Let me just remove it. Click this plus icon, select coupons. It will show you coupons option right over here, and there you have it. You have now two sections that have shadow to them. Okay, so using this customize option you can basically design the sections or customize these individual sections of this widget. Now Elementor gives you the power to customize this page according to you. I will recommend that you try this option out. This is a very interesting widget if you are an online shop owner and you are using Elementor to create your store. This option will enhance the building process, will give you much more what do you call it, creative freedom to design the page that you want to, that will fit well with your brand. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to click update and we will visit this page later on. For right now, I'm going to say no thanks because I'm going to take you to the to this feature later on that they are saying right over here. Okay. Now after the cart widget, the next new e-commerce widget that we are going to talk about in this video is the My Account widget. Now here is the thing. Again, I have created two pages. One is the Elementor Pro 3.5 page, which is right over here. This is the blank page that we are going to edit just like the cart page. Okay, this is where I'm going to add the widget. You can see this is the blank page and this is the default page generated by WooCommerce plugin. You can see it has all the information that you need. It provides you with all of these sections, but the design or the styling is missing. So what I am going to do right now is I am going to edit this page and then I'm going to edit it with Elementor and add the My Accounts widget to it. Let me just edit it. Now you will find the My Accounts widget in the WooCommerce section of the Elementor side panel right here. My Account, you drop it. Now as soon as you drop it, you see that this provides you all the information that is available right over here, but there is a sense of styling in this one. Okay, this one is much more refined than this one. So let me just go back and disable the head height title over here. Okay, so this is what you get. This is the initial first look at the My Accounts widget that you have. The information or this section is generated according automatically. You can add information, you can add information around it according to you. Okay, now coming to the settings of the My Account widget. The first one is the layout. You see vertical right over here and horizontal. Let's just click horizontal. Now when you click horizontal, all of the tabs will move on the top. The next option that you will see is the spacing. So basically before spacing, vertical is by default and horizontal is something that you can select. It depends on what kind of a design is that you are looking for. Okay, now coming to the spacing section, what it does is it basically adds the spacing between the content and the tabs. Okay, after that, the next is the tabs position. Do you want your tabs to be on the start like this? Do you want to be in the middle? Do you want to be towards the end? Do you want it to be spaced out? Okay, so this is the option that this is what it allows you to do. It basically lets you set the position of these tabs. Now after this, you see all of these tabs. When you click them, it allows you to change the names of these tabs. You can change them, you can add dynamic tags to it. It's up to you. Whatever is that you want to do, whatever is the concept that you are following, you can do it right over here. Every option allows you to basically use dynamic tabs or change the names. You can see downloads, change the downloads tab name, address same, account details exactly the same, logout same. Okay, after this you get the option which is alignment. Now this is the text alignment option. You can center it, you can put it towards the end, or you can put it towards the beginning. It's up to you, whatever option is that you want to select. Now coming to the styling part of the My Account widget in Elementor Pro 3.5. Now you can see it gives you the option to basically change the typography, background type, box shadow, color of these tabs. Then you can add border, you can add width to it, the colors, the border radius, padding and spacing. It's up to you what kind of a design is that you are going for. You can customize it according to your requirements. So basically what Elementor is doing here is it is giving you the option to style every section of the page or every component of the page. It's up to you what you want to do. Okay, now you can see right over here the sections is right over here. You can change the background color of the section, you can add box shadow, border type, width, all of the same settings. Then typography you can change from right over here. For checkboxes, login messages, general text, section headings, section titles, these ones. So it's up to you. Elementor gives you the option to do everything in this widget as well. Okay, so for forms you can choose the column gap, row gap, labels. You can change the color of the labels, typography, spacing, field, whatever is that you want to change. Basically you can create a custom My Account page for your online store using this widget. Okay, this will no longer be this boring page that is generated by WooCommerce. It will be something like this, or even better than this. This is just the basics of things. I'm not going into the details of styling, but this is what you get when you just add it. It is very simple, but much better than what My Account widget what the My Account page is generated by WooCommerce. Now again, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to update it, and it will give me again the option, but I'm not going to do that right now because that is one of the topics that we are going to discuss a bit later in this video. Now moving on to the next widget, which is the checkout widget. Now after the My Accounts widget, the last e-commerce widget that has been introduced in Elementor Pro 3.5 is the checkout widget. Now using it, you can basically create a custom checkout page for your online store. Now just like other e-commerce widgets, this is the default checkout page that has been generated by WooCommerce. So let me just view this page first and show you. You can see all of the information is available here, but this page is pretty basic, no styling whatsoever. Okay, now this is the page that we are going to edit. Let me just click it. You can see this is the blank page that we are going to add the checkout widget to. So I'm going to close this, I'm going to edit it, and we are going to edit with Elementor. Now let me just hide this title of this page, go back to the widgets. Now you will find the checkout widget under the WooCommerce section with the other WooCommerce widgets by Elementor Pro. This is the widget. Now as soon as I will add this checkout widget to the page, it will generate a checkout page for you, which looks much better than the default checkout page generated by or created by WooCommerce. Now you can see right over here. Let me just close this. You can see this is your checkout page that is generated by the new widget, and this is the default page. The styling is non-existent over here, and this one looks much better even if you've just added the widget and we haven't even styled it yet. Okay, so let me just take you through the settings of this now. So the first setting that you will come across is the layout. Again, this is very similar settings that we have done in other widgets as well. 2 columns, 1 column, pricing goes to the bottom. 2 columns, sticky right column appears, enable it, offset appears. You can set offset right over here. Okay, the next is the billing details. Now you can see you can change the section title using this option and the alignment using this option. After this, you can change the label and the placeholder for every tab right over here. You won't be able to change the tab for, basically the address and the pin. I think so you can change it for phone number over here. Let me just check. Yes, you can change it for phone number and email address right over here. Now the next tab you will come across is the additional information. Now when you will click this tab, it will open it and it will show you if you want to display it or not. If you do not want to display it, close it, it will go away. You can enable it and it will show you the option to basically change the section title. If you want to, you can add dynamic tags here. Okay, you can change this label right over here. Okay, you can change the alignment from here. So this is what the additional information tab is all about. The next is your order. This is this section right over here. You can change the section title and its alignment. The coupon section is this one. You can change the have a coupon, this heading right over here and link text right over here. Okay, so you can change two things plus the alignment from this section, coupons section. After this is the payments section. Now for right now I haven't configured anything, so you wouldn't be seeing the changes. Okay, so this is one thing that you have to know. I did not configure the payment options as of now or the tax information, so that is why you are seeing nothing is available over here. Now moving on to the styling part, you will see very similar settings using which you can customize every part of this page. Starting from sections right over here, you can add background color, box shadow, border type, width, color, border radius, padding, margin. Then typography you can change right over here for everything, the titles, the secondary titles, the description, messages, checkbox, radio buttons. And similarly for all of the sections you can change the forms right over here. If you want to change the form, you want to design the forms, then you can increase or decrease the column gap, row gap, change the label colors, typography, spacing, whatever is that you want to is that you want to customize. Elementor Pro lets you do that easily. Okay, now moving on, this is the customize section that we came across while we were doing the checkout widget, and it works very similarly to that. So for that, what you have to do is you need to click it and it will show you the section that you would want to customize on individual basis. So for example, let's just select order summary. It will show you the styling options for order summary, and let's just add border shadow, box shadow, and you will see right over here it adds a box shadow. Similarly, if you want to add it to the coupons section as well, let me add coupon section appears, add the box shadow, it appears right over here. And that's how you can basically customize or design individual sections of this widget. Now what I am going to do here is I am going to update this page, and it will show me an option which is this one, want to save this page as your checkout page. I'm not going to click no thanks right over here. I'm going to leave it till this page, and then I'm going to take you through the next setting, which is the configuration of shop pages using Elementor Pro. Now while we are on the topic of shop pages or important pages on an e-commerce website, it is important to know that Elementor Pro 3.5 comes with the option to configure shop pages. Now you remember I did not click no thanks over here or save over here, and I've left it as default, and this is for this part of the tutorial, and that is why I kept skipping it on the other widgets as well. So what I am going to right now do is I'm going to take you to WooCommerce settings, where you will see how those shop pages are configured, and then I am going to take you to Elementor and show you how you can do it through Elementor as well. So what we are going to do right now is I'm going to go to pages, and first I'm going to show you these pages right over here. You can see the default cart page is the cart page. The checkout is the checkout page. Now these pages are set by WooCommerce, and you can see these through here. You need to go to WooCommerce settings and then advanced, and there it allows you to set up pages through here. Now when you install WooCommerce, it generates these pages automatically, and we have discussed this a few times in this video. Now once those pages are created, those pages are automatically set as default shop pages through e-commerce. You don't have to do anything. WooCommerce automatically sets them as the shop pages because those pages are generated by WooCommerce itself. Okay, now to see this change, what I am going to do here is I'm going to go back to pages, and I am going to edit this cart page with Elementor. Now you remember this thing that this page has this cart page prefix to it. Okay, and this page has Elementor to it. So now this page will become the cart page. Okay, after this change. So this is the cart page that we were creating. Basically we were not creating, we just discussed this widget. We have just added this widget and done the basically we have done nothing, just added shadows to this thing. There is no customization on this page. So in case you want to set this page as your cart page, then what you can do is you need to click right over here and then visit this site settings. Now an interesting fact about site settings is that this was introduced in Elementor 3.0. That was a major update that Elementor released sometimes back, and there it gave you the option to basically set the global options for your site. Okay, these global colors, fonts, typography, buttons, images, site identity was released, and in this update you will see the WooCommerce tab right over here. Now when I click this option, it gives you a very similar option to what you saw in the WooCommerce plugin settings. Okay, now to set any page as a cart page, any custom page that you've designed using Elementor, and you want to set it as the shop page, cart page, whatever page, you can do it using this option right over here. You need to click cross over here and then type in cart, and you see it shows the cart page, the default cart page generated by WooCommerce here, and Elementor page right over here. You can click this and update. Now let's go here and update. You see the cart page is no longer this one. Now this page that we have just created for this video is now the cart page. Now a benefit of using Elementor for setting up shop pages is that if you are designing your website using this plugin, then you don't have to basically leave your Elementor editor. You simply just have to click this basically burger icon over here and then site settings over here, and it will show you all of the global settings that you can do for your website, and then you can click WooCommerce over here and then it will show you these options. Okay, now another way to do it was this way. Now whenever I was updating the cart page or the my account page or the checkout page, you were seeing this option pop up, and I always clicked no thanks. Now what no thanks did was it did not basically override the WooCommerce settings. But what happens when I click save right over here? Now when I click save, it will update the checkout page to this page right over here. Let's just go, and your checkout page, this one, the one generated by WooCommerce, is no longer the checkout page. The one that we created using Elementor 3.5 is the checkout page. This means if you are designing pages using Elementor, basically these three pages using Elementor, then these can be easily set as you can easily set them up as the shop pages using by just clicking this update and clicking the save option instead of no thanks. Then you will no longer have to go through this route. So this is a very interesting option. This is an amazing option that Elementor has introduced to improve basically the workflow if you are designing your site using Elementor. Now, in case you have any queries regarding these widgets or this option, then feel free to comment down below. I will be happy to help with all my abilities and knowledge.
Now I hope you have found this video helpful, and if you did, then make sure to leave a like and subscribe to this channel. Also, the links to our socials are in the description box below. Make sure to follow us on other platforms as well. And with that said, I will see you in the next video.